So in this video, we're going to be talking about the customer journey. And the reason we're going to be talking about the customer journey is because the customer journey is something that has been around since 1898. It's a process that has been studied heavily by any kind of marketing class, any kind of academic setting has been looking at this for years. It's important for us because it's the driving philosophy behind how we approach a lot of our client strategy, and it just works. Even though it's been around since 1898 and technology and communications has obviously changed, the reason it works is because it's based on consumer behavior. And consumer behavior, it's human, and humans have not changed despite the fact that our communications technology has drastically improved. So a little bit of background on where this theory came from. It was first written about in a advertising magazine called Printers Inc. Back in February of 1898, and it was first put together by a guy named E. St. Elmo Lewis, I think it was his name. And the quote was pretty succinct. So I have it on paper because I'm old. The mission of an advertisement is to attract a reader. So that's where, again, if you put into today's language, we're still putting out advertisements. It doesn't matter if it's on Facebook or Google, wherever the case is, we have to attract the reader and get their attention so that he will look at the advertisement and start to read it. And this is what we try to do with our clients. We try to get into the head of their clients so that the person will see the ad, they will click on it, and hopefully we've done our job properly so they will be enticed to continue reading and continue scrolling down the page after they've clicked on the ad. Then to interest him so that he will continue to read it. Again, what we normally see happens when someone lands on one of the landing pages is that they will do what's called a scan. They'll scan through the page and they'll look at, okay, what are the main kind of titles? What are the ideas? What are the graphics? What's the message that pops off the page? Now, if we've done our job properly, we'll get them to read the actual content, the actual text. And that's why we spend a lot of time making sure that our copy actually it's not just relevant to the product, but it's going to have an emotional attraction, an emotional connection to who the audience is. Then to convince him so that when he reads it, he will believe it. And this is where it's really, really important for us to focus heavily on our messaging, on our copy, on how we communicate that message, not just in terms of text, but also visually. So when you bring the entire thing together, if an advertisement contains these three qualities of success, it is a successful advertisement. So whether you're talking about print or television or radio, or in our case, you're talking about a digital space, we're trying to hit these 3 points. Are our ads grabbing attention, the right kind of attention? Are they generating interest so that people actually read through it? And when they read and they take in the content, are we creating desire? When you have those 3 elements, the final action is bound to happen. And that's what we see time and time again. The only difference that we bring in is that we are using this strategy, using the latest tech, putting together amazing content, and making sure that we do our research properly so that when we're presenting the brand to the end audience, that everything connects on an emotional level and everything makes sense. So that's a little bit of background in why the customer's journey is so important to drive marketing and how we use it. Our other videos are going to go more in depth into how we apply each of these steps in a very practical way. So if you look at the other videos that we have, I would start with the attention one. The attention one will explain how we grab attention. Interest, desire, action, all of those are going to be in separate videos so you can understand in depth how each one of those plays into our strategy.